money directly from government to produce the change. Use it to pay the child school fee in advance. In advance. In dollars, yes. In dollars. I think $72,000 or thereabout. $720,000, sorry. $720,000 in advance. In anticipation that he was going to leave government house. In a poor state like Kogi. And you want me to close my eyes to that? Under the guise of saying I'm being used. Used by who? At this stage of my life, used by who?
Nigeria does not have a revenue problem. Nigeria does not have money problem. The only problem we have in Nigeria is spending problem. And the worst of it is that the money we have in Nigeria is being spent on irrelevant things. Things that will not benefit the people. Yahaya Bello was deemed the youngest governor in Nigeria. He carried that acronym everywhere he goes. The youngest governor in Nigeria. Yahaya Bello is seen as the face of the not too young to rule. Everyone used him as an example when he became the governor. Yahaya Bello was seen as a hope to the young people that a time is coming when they will hold sway to power. But look at how he turned out to. He turned out to become a disaster. Very wicked and selfish politician. Kogi State is one of the poorest states in Nigeria. Yahaya Bello owed salaries. In a state that is owing her workers salary, the governor, on seeing that he's leaving office after looting everything he has looted, on seeing that he's leaving office, withdrew $720,000 to pay his children's school fees till they graduate. What level of wickedness is this? Now, the truth is this level of wickedness will not end because there is no punitive measure for people like this. I want you to tell me, since we began the fight of corruption in this country, how many politicians have been jailed for corrupt practices? How many? How many of them has been sentenced to life imprisonment? How many of them has had their properties confiscated? The only people you see that have their properties confiscated are those of the opposition party. That is the truth. That is the reason why you see from years to years, since this dawn of democracy, even from the military regime, you keep having leaders immersing themselves in so much corruption. This is so wicked. So wicked in a country with over 100 million people living in poverty, with a country that is being tagged as a poverty capital in the world, with a country with so much out of school children. Millions of people living in the north do not have access to potable water, but yet a single governor is looting billions of naira. Look at the economy of this country. Has gone down the drain, but yet a so-called person that you call the youngest governor is a man with this level of corruption. However, the EFCC has written to the school to refund the money that Yahaya Bello paid for the children's school fees, and the school has agreed to do that. That is a nice one. Now, when you listen to the EFCC chairman speaking, he said that the people want him to keep quiet because he feels like he's winch hunting somebody that is being used. Now, the reason why people are saying that the EFCC chairman is being used is because when you look at the fight against Yahaya Bello, you all conclude that it's a winch hunt, because Yahaya Bello was one of the governor, one of the aspirants that contested against Bola Ahmed Tinubu during the APC primary. He refused to step down for a sounder candidate. He said that he's going to contest, and this man bought a phone for 100 million naira. Now look at it. People voted for Muhammadu Buhari because of his so-called integrity. Mark the word integrity. But Yahaya Bello was the closest person to Muhammadu Buhari. It was being reported as of then that Yahaya Bello do not even stay in the government, and he frequents Abuja steady. He frequents the Aso Rock. He was in power with Muhammadu Buhari, and towards the tail end of his administration, he bought form of 100 million naira. Where did he get that money from? The so-called integrity president Muhammadu Buhari could not question him where he got that money from. If there was a system in place that checkmate these governors how they spend their money, Yahaya Bello would not have been quizzed why in a new administration, he would have been quizzed right when Buhari was in power. Because the system would have dictated how large sum of money were being moved from the government house to pay school fees. Whatever he spent, it would have been moved. You don't need a new administration to come in place before the former governor will be investigated. This thing would have been in public domain. But the reason is that there are no system in place. Why? Because you people employ clowns in power. These are what? Franks in corruption, circles of corrupt leaders. Yahaya Bello is a very close friend to President Muhammadu Buhari. That's the reason why he was not dictated. And if the EFCC chairman is saying that he is not after Yahaya Bello because he is being used, then he should go after other people that left office. People like Nyesom Wike. Yes, Nyesom Wike should be investigated. He should be investigated squarely. If he feels that he is not going after him, he should go after Metawale. As former governor of Zamfara said, Metawale has been accused of embezzling billions of naira. But the EFCC has not opened his file yet. He's serving under Tinubu's administration as Minister of Defense. They should go after him. When Nyesom Wike was the governor of Rivers State, the EFCC accused his accountant general of embezzling 345 billion naira. 345 billion naira. You heard that right. The accountant general of Rivers State that EFCC accused or declared wanted. He was to be arrested in the Rivers airport, but Nyesom Wike sent security details to rescue him. That same man, Sim Fubara, is the governor of Rivers State. Today, Nyesom Wike installed him as the governor of Rivers State, and Nyesom Wike is fighting him to take back the structure he gave to him in Rivers State. Nyesom Wike is the minister of FCT under Tinubu regime. What is the EFCC doing about it? Because Yahaya Bello is not the only corrupt politician we have in this country. There are so many of them, and most of them are serving in Tinubu's government. If the EFCC says that they are not after Yahaya Bello because of winch hunt, then they know where to search their beam line. They know it. So all this propaganda of just coming out and begin to shout that you are not, it is because they want to be seen like they are doing something. Kudos, they are doing something. Kudos that they are doing something. Of course, they are going after Yahaya Bello, but they should do more. There should be punitive measures, because we can't keep going over and over like this. From 1999, since the dawn of democracy, there has been corrupt politicians that have been indicted, and none has even served prison term. Just a few days ago, we read in the news that the EFCC returned houses back to the Enugu state government, properties that were confiscated from Chimaroke Nnamani. Chimaroke Nnamani served as a governor in 1999. EFCC indicted him. He faced trial. But he passed that trial and escaped the trial and went to the Senate. If not for Peter Obi's wave, Chimaroke Nnamani would have still been in the Senate today. So what are we talking about? The reason why these people do this brazen corruption is because there are no laws in place to checkmate them. If you know that if you embezzle public funds, you will go to life imprisonment. If you know that if you embezzle public funds, all your properties will be confiscated. If you know that if you embezzle public funds, everything you have worked for will be confiscated for you, nobody will try to do it. But because they know that once they do it, of course they have the corrupt judiciary there to bribe. Just press some few dollars, some few naira bundles on the faces of the judges. They will compromise judgment and allow the people go scot-free. Why is Chimaroke Nnamani still working scot-free if the EFCC is releasing properties that they seized from him to the Enugu state government? The level of corruption is still going on, and the reason why it's going on is because we don't have strong political institution. All our political institution has been compromised. Even the EFCC is compromised. EFCC chairman was accused of corruption. Yes, the former EFCC chairman was accused of corruption. The police is compromised. The judiciary is compromised. The Senate, they are compromised. Every institution in this country is compromised because we don't have a strong political leader that will make our institutions strong. Why would there be compromise? When the president appoints the EFCC chairman, the president appoints the police, the police inspector, the president appoints the chief justice of the federation. Why won't this institution be compromised? And yet we keep walking around the circle. No headway, no progress. From ages to ages, Nigeria has been the same. Rather than progressing, we keep retrogressing. we keep retrogressing as a nation. And I could remember during the lead up to the presidential campaign, the primary, some persons were comparing this clown, Yahaya Bello, to Mr. P2B. Say he's a better governor than Mr. P2B. Yes, they were comparing him. These guys have people on social media that they pay to sing their praises. And for those of you that are waiting for the EFCC to stop the tide of corruption in this country, you are wasting your time. For those of you that are waiting for Tinubu to stop corruption in this country, you are wasting your time. The only people that can stop corruption in this country is you and I. When we start electing leaders with competency, with good track record, leaders that we know their past, leaders that we can hold accountable. Yahaya Bello was elected as a governor of Kogi State, and he became an emperor. He became an emperor, a demigod, calling himself White Lion in Kogi State. And after his first thing, even despite the brazen corruption that his administration was riddled with, he didn't pay worker salary. He was still voted back into office a second term. Until we become politically aware that our future lies in the hands of these people you vote into office. Look at what he turned Kogi State into. Until we realize that and start electing leaders that we can hold accountable. Leaders that we realize that the power they have was given to them by the people. Until that time come, there will be no end to this level of brazen corruption that we are experiencing in Nigeria today. Rather, it will get worse. And you know what? It is your future that they are toiling with. It is your future that they are destroying. Look at Yahaya Bello. He paid the school fees of his son upfront till his children will graduate. Most of you cannot even afford school fees for yourself. Your parents cannot even afford school fees for yourself. And some of you are going on social media to sing the praises of these people. Shame on every one of you. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video.